How's it going, guys? Welcome to 724. My name is Daniel, and I'm going to be your host through this entire journey. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to check us out, and thank you to all of you that since our official launch about 2 weeks ago have picked up the first pairs. And I want to say something that I never would have expected actually happened. We went and had the privilege of delivering the first international pair to a customer out in Sweden. So that was something so cool that I didn't expect within the first couple weeks of launching. And I also want to give a thanks to everyone who's taken the time to sign up to our email notifications, to our YouTube channel, and to our Instagram. I know we haven't had any good amount of content actually put out, almost little to none, but this is going to be the start of it. And what I want to tell you is that 724 came to be because I've been in the footwear industry for about 5 years, and over the past 5 years, I've had the privilege of learning many things and essentially learning from zero, because once I had decided at a certain point in my life that I wanted to make footwear, and knowing absolutely nothing, to be able to present the product that you guys see in front of you now has been a great journey. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, but 724 is basically the culmination of everything that I've learned over the past 5 years, and I'm happy to be able to present it to you guys in a way that is a little bit different, a little bit unique to what you guys are used to seeing in the market. My approach here is going to be that 724 is going to have a baseline of footwear models that we have as stock and ready to ship. And the one thing that I'm trying to bring to the table here is that with these base models, you're going to be able to customize the boots, any of our boots, in any manner that you would actually like to see them suited. Let's say you want a pair of boots that are going to be suited for hiking, or one that's going to be, for casual nights out, or whatever the scenario you may encounter. It's meant to be something that it's a process of customizing like your boots exactly to what you need, kind of like a Build-A-Bear percents for guys who are boot fanatics. And one of the main things that we are trying to achieve is the turnaround times here. So for example, we have our baseline boot. Let me bring this up for you guys. This is actually my pair here, and this is the black oiled rough out. And I've waited literally since I started the production and the manufacturing and getting everything ready for this launch. I said, I'm not going to wear a pair until I know I'm going to do this video here. And what I can tell you as of right now is that the way that we constructed these boots, and by the way, all the specifics are on the product page. I could go on and on and on about everything that these boots have and how they're constructed. But be it that this is just a welcome video, just want to give you guys a general idea of what we have on the table. And the idea is to say, okay, yeah, we make some great boots, but can we take it up a notch? Can they be suited for me? And that's exactly what our position is here. Now, this pair that I have right here is, like I mentioned, the black old rough out. And literally it's a type of boot that is gonna probably last you, like, I want to say several years, maybe even decades to come, because of its construction and the material used to build this boot. Now, the idea behind the boots is they can be applied universally. The construction on our boots is essentially at a higher tier than most work boots in the current market are positioned as, like, oh, these boots are made for work, or etc. Whatever. I've seen I've seen a ton of stuff online where people love to market things in the way and say, like, indestructible, technology this, technology that. But at the end of the day, I don't think any company's really delivered on those means. And we want to offer full transparency here. We want you to know exactly what you're getting, exactly what you're wearing on your feet, and exactly what you're investing into. Not just some marketing tactic or anything. I'm not really, that's not really my approach to this. But know that when you invest in a pair of 724 boots, you're buying a truly genuine product that is built with true integrity, true craftsmanship, and is meant to be worn for years and decades to come if you take care of them in the proper way. And the way that we're pricing these boots, if you compare them to what other people are offering in the market, I don't think that anybody is even coming close to what we're giving you here for what you're paying as an investment piece. And you take your base model, let's say, okay, yeah, sure, you have the base model, and then but you know that wherever you live, there's so many environments I can name off of, but you're just gonna need, like, let's say, a little bit more grip, because as you can see here, we have a standard generic wedge outsole. This is an injection molded outsole that we have decided to go with because it allows us to have maximum customization for any of our lines. And the idea behind it is, okay, yeah, I need a little bit more traction. This is really not going to do it for me. This is when you can take one of these boots here that have been modified and they can suit now a different tier of environment. So I'm going to bring this up. And if some of you guys are familiar with this sole, this is the Vibe Letter Lift outsole. The design is the most famous design that Vibram is known for. And what they did here is they made a full sole flat version of it. So what that does is that it allows us to sand down our generic wedge outsole and then place this Vibram outsole and create a dual density customized outsole. And I've seen it too. I've seen so many brands that say, oh, dual density this, dual density that. This is dual density, if you ask me. I'm going to bring this up a little bit closer. Yeah, so you guys get a better idea. So this is the Vibram Letter Lift outsole. And this is the idea behind the brand. We want to build you guys boots that are meant to suit every single need. Yeah, you can call it a work boot because it passes all those qualifications. You can call it a casual boot because it has the looks for it. And it's meant to be suitable for whatever environment you need. And this is just one option of about 14 that we have on the website. So there you go. That's just one example. So in general, that's what we're attempting to do here. And I can't say that we've sold dozens and dozens of pairs. We just launched about 3 weeks ago, but I can only give you the feedback that I've received from customers as of now. I'm going to give a shout out to Steve Brown, who took his time to call us and say how much he appreciated the boots that he received. And if I'm not mistaken, he also ordered the black old rough out. And he just simply mentioned to me that, you know, what you guys are doing seems like a great plan. You know, the quality is you know, bar none. I mean, if that's how that expression works, but he just basically said, if you guys can stay in the market and people can get to know you soon enough, everybody's going to really enjoy what you guys have to offer. And the fact that you guys have the capacity to customize these boots and suit them to everyone's particular need, if need be, he's like, you're really doing something out here that's different in the market. And I think a lot of people are going to be, you know, happy to take advantage of that, you know, because he said, I'm not exactly sure where he lives at, but from his house in a 200-mile radius, there's no more shoe cobblers in his region. For him to get a pair of boots customized, he would have to ship them out to a cobbler. I'm not sure if out of state or to a cobbler that's website specific. So he said that if you're with, you know, your company's offering these base model boots and you get to customize them if you choose before being sent to you, then you're giving people an opportunity to build the boots that they want without having to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get a pair of good work boots or casual boots because they are built that way. Yes, you can take these boots to work because they're built at a higher level than, I'll go ahead and say it, more than 80% of these so-called work boots on the market. And I really appreciated that, and I'm only, relaying the information that I've been told. I'm not gonna, brag out and say, hey, you know what, we're this, we're this, we're that. I'm only gonna validate that on this video because it's the feedback that's been given to me, and I'm happy, to even have just that one comment, because that one comment, that one phone call really, really gives us a sense of achievement, because it's definitely tough out here, to come into the market with a product that's been out way before I've probably even been, been alive, and of course, logically speaking, but to try to compete with these other brands that basically dominate the market. I think as a base level, you're getting a phenomenal product. And if you were to take it up a notch and level the boot up and customize it to what you need, I am still fairly well within a margin that makes it such a phenomenal value. But only you can really experience that once you purchase your first pair of 724 boots and get to experience them for yourself. So with that being said, I think one last thing that I do have to mention is that 724 is going to be opening its doors to cobbler services. So now you can actually send us in your boots for restoration, for customization, and it will have the same turnaround times as our in-house customized boots. Now, for example, if you take a pair of our boots, decide to add a upgraded outsole, the current turnaround times is 10 business days or 2 weeks. Now, the way that it works on our website, just to give you guys a general idea, so you're gonna pick up your basic base model boot, you're gonna add it to your cart, and let's say you wanted to add the Cletterlift outsole to it, which is this one right here. You're gonna add the base boot, and then you're gonna add the custom outsole. We have an outsole page right there that has all the outsoles in stock, and you add both of them to your cart, and you check out with those two items in your cart. And that way we know that when you ordered this boot and you added this outsole to the cart, this is how your boot's going to be built out and sent to you within 10 business days. And now once our cobbler services are fully functional, you'll be able to send in your boots to us, and within that same 10-day window, we can have your boots serviced, have your boots customized and sent back to you. Now, keep in mind, the price that you see on the website for the outsoles, the outsole upgrades, that price includes the shipping of the product to you. So you would only be responsible for sending us, let's say you want some boots to be serviced and you want to send them to us to do the servicing for you. You only need to cover the shipping cost of sending the boots to us. And then once you pay for that custom outsole package, that price that you see there already includes the shipping back to you. So, and that'll actually relay in the same way to when you buy one of our products. Our products are $240 as a base price. And once you add a outsole upgrade, if you decide to do that, then that includes the shipping to you. But the base price model, there is a $15 shipping fee that is pretty much standard. That is the standard cost that we can give you guys right now. We can't offer free shipping because shipping is incredibly expensive, and for what we're investing into this boot, in order for it to be what it is, we have to have a margin to where we can only cover so much. But if you decide to upgrade your outsoles, then the shipping will be included. That's if you're at a $300 threshold. Now, that's the general idea of 724, and we're happy to offer these services, happy to offer these custom boots for you guys. So there you go, you guys. I am very excited for you guys to get to know us. And I will say that this is going to be a vlog style YouTube community. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date. I'm going to be giving you guys behind the scenes. I'm going to be giving as much insight into our operation as I possibly can so that you guys can actually help us build a better community, better products. And in a certain time, I will be essentially offering a, not offering, I'll be asking our community to help me decide what products we're going to be doing next. So this is our first model. I have two other models in the works right now, but the idea behind us doing a community together, I'm debating, I think it's going to be on Patreon, where I get to have you guys vote and decide what products are going to be coming out with, 724 is going to be coming out with in the future. Let's say that the options on the table might be a Chelsea boot, it could be a mountaineering boot, and we all vote together, and together we develop the next product for 724. So keep in mind, not all of these services are available yet. The cobbler services are yet, they're almost ready to be available on the website. The Patreon, I'm still setting that up, but it is going to be on the website, and it will be announced via YouTube as well and our social medias. So if you guys want to follow along, if you guys want to pick up your first pair, if you guys have any questions, we have a live phone number where you can reach me, call me, let me know if you guys need any help with custom outsole decisions, what you're considering, or any concerns about the boot overall and its construction. Feel free to call me. Our hours of operation are from 7 a.m. to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Those are our live phone hours. And if by any chance you are, you still want to reach out and it's past that time, feel free to text us. If I have the time, I can definitely text you guys back. And there it is, you guys. I want to say thank you, cheers, and welcome to 724.